Hey guys, Adrienne here from About Murals. So today I'm hanging this wallpaper mural in a kid's room, and I thought I would teach you how to hang paste the wall wallpaper. Stay tuned for some tips and tricks. Here's a list of the wallpaper tools I use to hang this paste the wall wallpaper. Feel free to take a screenshot or photo so you know what you need for your project. And if you're already going to buy these tools from Amazon and want to support our channel, I put together a shoppable list on our blog so you can easily find and buy what you need. You'll find the link in the description below. Thanks for your support. Turn the power off and remove any outlet covers. Then sand down the wall to remove any little bumps so that they don't poke through the wallpaper. Then take a wet rag and wipe the wall down. Although I'm hanging a wallpaper mural today, the process is the exact same for a patterned wallpaper. The only difference is that most wallpaper mural panels come pre-numbered, so you pre-cut the panels before you hang them. For a patterned wallpaper, you cut the panels as you go. If you'd like another tutorial on that, let me know in the comments below. The first thing you need to know is how wide your wallpaper panel is. Then make a pencil mark on the wall an inch less than the actual wallpaper panel to allow for unlevel walls. Line a level up to your pencil mark and draw a vertical line all the way down your wall. You'll use it as a guide for your first wallpaper panel. Now that the wall's ready, it's time to get into the wallpaper paste. I like to line my paint tray with a plastic garbage bag for easier cleanup later. Use a regular paint roller to put the wallpaper paste on the wall. I like to use some green painter's tape to take the fuzzy bits off the roller so that you don't get any lumps underneath the wallpaper. For this wallpaper, I used a ready mixed paste from a tub, but each manufacturer calls for its own type of wallpaper paste, so make sure you read the instructions carefully. When you're ready to roll the wallpaper paste onto the wall, make sure you cover the roller completely from edge to edge, but not so thick that it goes on thick and clumpy onto the wall. As an example, this is what it looks like when too much wallpaper paste is added to the wall. It goes on really thick and can leave lumps underneath the wallpaper. It can also seep out under the edges, getting onto the front of the wallpaper and staining it. This is what the right amount of wallpaper paste looks like on the wall. It's not too little so that the wallpaper falls off, but it's just enough to hold the wallpaper on the wall. You'll also have to get up nice and close to each wallpaper panel at the seams using your paintbrush and the wallpaper paste. Again, make sure you don't put on too much wallpaper paste so that it goes on thick and clumpy, or else you can get it easily on the front of the wallpaper panel that you're working up against. All right, now that we've gone through our wallpaper paste masterclass, it's time to hang the wallpaper. So here's a little trick that I've learned over the years. When I first started hanging paste the wall wallpaper, I picked up the first panel and I went to the top of the wall and I started hanging it from the top, but the face of the wallpaper got stuck in the paste. So I got wallpaper paste all over the front of it. So this little trick that I figured out is to pre-roll each panel before you put it up on the wall and just attach clothespins to the edge. And that way when you go to the top of your ladder, you can unroll it without the front of the wallpaper getting into the paste. Just be sure that they're nice and secure. Starting at the left, use your paintbrush to add the wallpaper paste to the top, all the way down the side and at the bottom near the baseboard, and then use your roller to add wallpaper paste to the wall. You're only adding enough glue for the first panel, so if your first panel is 18 inches wide, you can add maybe 20 inches wide worth of glue. Then line your wallpaper panel up with the level line that you drew while you were prepping your walls. Hanging against a level line, make sure that the pattern on your wallpaper stays straight and doesn't look crooked. Using your plastic smoother, smooth the wallpaper onto the wall nice and flat, removing bubbles and pushing that little inch into the corner that you're going to trim off a little later. Work gently at the seams. Don't push too hard or you can squeeze some of the wallpaper paste out from underneath the paper, and you may find later that the wallpaper seams start peeling up off the wall because there's no paste there holding it down. I sometimes even use my hands to gently flatten the seams instead of using my plastic smoother. When you hang your wallpaper panels, you should leave a 2-inch overlap at the top and at the bottom, and now's the time to trim that excess off. You never do that in advance with scissors. You always trim it off on the wall while it's up, using a putty knife or your straight edge and an X-Acto knife. Ceilings and baseboards are never perfectly level, so allowing yourself this extra 2-inch overlap allows for a nice crisp cut and make sure that you have enough to cover the entire height of the wall. Now it's just time to rinse and repeat. Do that same process over and over again with new panels. Use your wallpaper brush to add wallpaper paste up against the adjacent panel, and then use your roller to roll on some more paste. And roll down the next wallpaper panel. The wallpaper I'm working with today is called butt joint, so it basically sits side by side. The wallpaper seams don't overlap with this wallpaper, but each type is different. You're going to smooth out any bubbles. I actually even use my hand sometimes first, and then I get in with the plastic smoother and make sure that the wallpaper is stuck nicely to the wallpaper paste so it doesn't come off the wall later. Notice how I wipe the edge of the plastic smoother with my fingers. That's just in case any of the wallpaper paste gets onto the smoother and you don't want to drag it across the front of the wallpaper. It can stain it, so I tend to wipe it off with my finger every time I get close to an edge. Trim off the excess again at the top and the bottom. Here's the process again from afar. Make sure you watch it so you don't accidentally miss a step. If you're learning any good wallpaper tips, like and subscribe so YouTube shows this video to more people needing these types of tutorials. Speaking of wallpaper tips, I'm going to link to another video at the end talking about wallpaper batch numbers and the shocking issues you can run into if you don't pay attention to them. It could save you hundreds of dollars and a total migraine, so make sure you watch it. You ready for the easiest cleanup ever?
Alright installers, if you have any tips for our DIYers, make sure you leave them in the comments below. And DIYers, if you try any of these tips or tricks, make sure you tag me on social so I can see your wallpaper project. Watch this video next. Thanks for watching.